Hello again, this is LA Dan. Today we have ZX, Extra Puoody, and Shitty Greg. And shout out to Shitty Greg. Anyway, Shitty Greg did a show talking about where ZX Extra Puoody called out his name. So, Greg made a response. To the video. And a retard was put in the mix, which she is a retard. By all definitions, ZX, Extra Puoody, and the people in the chat, yeah, about three quarter of us don't really believe that she's retarded. We think she's playing. And she's making money out of it. And that's my theory too. Because why would she go from Chucky's chat to your chat and back to Chucky? But this is the woman that you want to stick up for. Oh, she has a job for 11 years. Yeah, so what? I've known a bunch of retards that had jobs for way longer than that. In fact, they retired from them. You see, ZX Extra Fruity, that doesn't make her special. What does kind of make her special is that, number one, she was married. Number two, she has her own apartment. Number three, she has her own bank account. Number four, she has a Cash App. And number five, she can get on StreamYards and figure all that out all by her lonesome self. Now, like Greg, I agree. Getting on StreamYards, I know people that are really smart that can't figure out how to get on StreamYards. But she can figure it out. So, that retard, I don't think is such a retard. ZX Extra Puoody. Because see, what you're trying to criticize Greg about, you do all the time. See, you went after somebody that was contemplating suicide and bitching about that she brought it to the internet. Well, Extra Puoody, maybe that's the way she deals with it. She's not the only person that's done that. There are lots of people that have done that and actually do quite well. Even with the trolls and everything with them. they actually do quite well. Because it's a form of stress relief for them. Did you think about that, extra zooty? Extra puoody? And then you say that we're famous for taking and calling the cops. Well, no, we're not. Now, there's some individuals that do it, but they're content creators that do it. But you are. How many times have you called the cops on people? Extra puoody? Well, let's see. You called the cops on Super Saiyan Jim. Oh, but I'm not afraid. I'm all this gangster. Or do you just play a gangster? Oh, and what about when you coming back from that court hearing? You called the cops in too, didn't you, extra puoody? So everything that you think you stand on is what you do. But bitch about it. Then you want to go, oh, they're crack babies. Well, you know what, extra puoody? I happen to be fucking older than you. By a few years. But I happen to remember a lot of the 60s. And what people were like back then. You don't have a whole lot to stand on, dude. Because there was a lot of drugs flowing back then, too. You know, like LSD, hashish, heroin. Did you forget about that stuff? Extra puoody? Anyway, leave a like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment. This is L8N, signing out.